In my bite-sized lean presentations, I have mentioned the 5 whys. Let's talk a little about the 5 whys and its effectiveness at getting to the root cause of a problem. It is the stage used after finding out where a problem has occurred in a process by simply asking the why. Let's take a theoretical problem. Let's say I was driving along in the morning and I ran a red light. So we can start asking a question. Why did I run the red light? Because I woke up late. Why? Because my phone alarm didn't work. Why? Because the battery was flat. Why? I forgot to plug in the charger. So here we have a root cause of forgetting to plug in the charger. We can now check this if it makes sense. Do my answers make sense? Are they running in a sequence that makes sense? So we go to the word therefore. So let's start here at the bottom, forgot to plug in the charger, and ask the question. I forgot to plug in the charger, therefore my battery went flat. Therefore my phone didn't work. The alarm didn't work. Therefore I woke up late. Therefore I was in a huge hurry and I ran a red light. Does that make sense to you? If it does, then you know that you've pretty much stuck to your story and there's no big gaps. And that's what you want to look for when you're looking at the 5 whys. Are there any gaps? Does it make sense? And the therefore actually helps you to do this. It's a little bit when you were a kid at school and you did your maths and they gave you a way to check your maths if it was right. It works pretty much on the same kind of principles. So try and do that when you're doing the 5 whys to make sure that it makes sense, and just try it with simple things that you have had a problem with, where you're asking the why of yourself, and just read it back with the therefore and make sure that it's matching and it's making sense. So how does the 5 whys work in practice? Yes, it's much easier to do a 5 why with one's own mistakes. You can do it in your head and nobody knows, right? But when you're doing 5 whys at work, it's because there's a problem you are trying to find a countermeasure for, and people are afraid of looking foolish or getting into trouble. So the response is often just fear. This makes 5 whys a little more difficult, just to test your leadership abilities. With fear comes denial, dishonesty. I find the one that I have met up with the most is the brick wall of silence, which is just a quiet, frozen fear of speaking. And whatever you try to do to break through this wall, getting angry is not going to be the answer. Silence may be a problem, but it's better than denial or dishonesty. Denial is a refusal to see the truth, an unwillingness to even see the problem itself. Dishonesty is to lie about a problem, causing confusion and waste. The wall of silence shows understanding of the problem and a recognition of consequences. In a perfect world, everyone will sit down and enthusiastically answer the questions truthfully because it's the right thing to do. But it's unlikely that this will happen during the first tries at 5 why. It will require certain behaviours from managers to get to this place. Firstly, people need to feel safe enough to speak. So trust has to be built by not getting angry, by telling those involved that they will not be getting into trouble if they tell the truth and cooperate with the process of problem solving. Stick by this, however hard it can be. Then get tough on those who deny the problem or lie about the problem. Both responses are a real waste. Praise those who communicate, so others learn that this response will be rewarded even if they have done something wrong. After some practice, fear subsides and you'll get a core of people willing to communicate and problem solve with you. You will also find those that continue to deny facts and lie about what happened. It will be a good indication of people that should possibly not be on your team. Building trust is hard and comes with a consistency of response, and it tests your own integrity.